What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here, and welcome back to another news roundup. And the Nintendo news has been really slow as of recently, which is the reason why I haven't been able to make a news video for some time. But enough news has now rolled in where I can actually make a video out of it, so here you go. And to kick us off, that Super Smash Bros. For Wii U is off to a delicious start, and if you live in the United States and you bought the game at launch, you helped it break a new record, as it's now the fastest selling Wii U game in the United States. Yes, in just a matter of 3 days, from November 21st to the 23rd, Nintendo was able to sell more than 490,000 units at retail and on the eShop for Super Smash Bros., thus dethroning Mario Kart 8 from being the fastest selling Wii U title in the US market. When Nintendo first announced that Super Smash Bros. 3DS would be releasing before Super Smash Bros. Wii U, I was actually worried that this would have a negative effect on the Wii U version, but lo and behold, it worked out for Nintendo. So good for you, Nintendo. Now, Nintendo didn't neglect to say whether or not the game had a positive effect on the sales of the Wii U itself, like with Mario Kart 8, but I'm sure it moved at least some units. And hey, Super Smash Bros. Wii U is also the highest rated original game for this generation so far, with a Metacritic score of 93. Nintendo's back, baby. In other fantastic sales news is that Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are off to a great start. Duh. In just a matter of 3 days over in Japan, the games have sold over 1.5 million units. And worldwide, the games have sold over 3 million units. And that number is excluding Europe since the game wasn't out there yet. So basically, Nintendo's rolling in the Benjis, because as they say, Pokemon prints money. Do they actually say that? And in some news for the 3DS system itself is that Nintendo's going to be ceasing production of the regular Nintendo 3DS XL sometime soon over in Japan. I'm not sure if this includes every single 3DS XL, but a good chunk of them, like the mid-white, the blue-black, the pink-white, the blah-blah-blah, and so on. Ceasing production of the XL though does make sense since we do have the new 3DS and the new 3DS XL that's already out in Japan. And this way it frees up shelf space and it also helps the consumer so they're not confused on which system to get. This is just for Japan as of right now as far as we know, but it might just roll over into other regions as time goes along. That way we don't have a 3DS, a 3DS XL, a 2DS, a new 3DS, and a new 3DS XL all on the market. Talk about confusing the consumer. In other news is that Nintendo has filed a patent for Game Boy emulation on devices such as mobile phones, PDAs, if people still use those, and PCs. And the patent filing for this software emulator thingamabob does mention the Game Boy Color, and the Game Boy Advance. Now this in no way means that Nintendo's going to start releasing old Nintendo games on smartphones and whatnot. This could just be them trying to protect their goods, because there are emulators already on smartphones that play Nintendo games, so they could be trying to crack down on that. Nintendo is trying to leverage the use of smartphones, but releasing games on them isn't really something they want to do, so this could just be a whole legal thing. And as a way to round this video off, we have this. 10 out of 10 game of the year. But that will bring us to the end of the news roundup. If you like what you saw, please give this video a thumbs up and add your favorites and all that good stuff. And don't forget to go check out my Nuzlocke walkthrough for Pokemon Alpha Sapphire that I'm doing. There are new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I will talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye!